Hello, low ego action heroes. This is Debbie Levitt from DeltaCX.com, and a question I get sometimes is, can you learn by teaching? Sometimes I get those questions from people who went to UX boot camps, and the boot camp said that you should be writing articles about what you learned so that you can be like a leader or so that you can learn it better, because if you're teaching it to others, you're really learning it. And I have to ask a question there, or at least a few hundred, and that is, what if you don't really know everything about that topic? What if you learned it incorrectly? What if you only know part of the story? Did you learn by teaching it? Or did you just spread what you know, which might not even be correct or accurate? I've seen this happen. I don't mean to sound like I'm judging you, but I'm worried. I've seen these things happen. I've seen people watch a YouTube video or see an Instagram post where it says, here's how to make personas. And how to make personas was actually not a good way to do it. It was pretty wrong. And then someone else sees that and says, oh, that must be how to make personas. And then this keeps spreading and spreading. And then people have, unfortunately, of some very skewed ideas of how to do work. This could hurt them when they try to get a job. This could hurt you when you try to get a job. And if you're trying to teach it to people and you don't fully understand it, or you've never done it in a real job and gotten the chance to improve upon it, are you teaching people the right thing? If I wanted to teach you heart surgery, can I learn by teaching? Yikes. No. So I tend to not believe that you learn by teaching. I believe that you can demonstrate some sort of mastery of a topic if you are able to teach it at a high level to others. But I would say you're not learning by teaching, because hopefully you already know. If you don't already know, then what are you teaching? I cannot teach you any Java. I don't write Java. I couldn't learn it while I'm teaching it to you. I kind of don't get this. It just sounds like one of those things that we say to excuse people who are trying to be teachers or leaders or gurus when they haven't really reached the right level of proficiency. And so we just say, well, you learn by teaching. I think these are one of those weird made-up phrases. I think we learn by learning. There's a time to be a learner, and there's a time to be a teacher. And sometimes you don't even know what you don't even know. So I would say if you are still learning and you're new to some of these topics, even if you've tried to cover them in a boot camp or an online course, hold off on the teaching, especially if you have a mentor or coach. Make sure that you are really understanding this. And personally, I would expect to be taught by experts. I wouldn't expect to be taught by someone who just learned about this last week. You took piano lessons from someone who was really good at piano and had been playing for many years and maybe even won competitions. You took tennis from somebody who really knew tennis and maybe won some local competitions and matches. So I think that it's important to kind of distinguish the difference between being a learner, teacher, expert, things like that. And it's okay to be a learner. We're all always learners, but we're not always teachers and experts. And I think self-awareness is important there. So I don't think you learn by teaching. I think you learn by learning. And if you're trying to teach while you're still learning, that might be a little weird. I try not to do that. I try to only talk about things here that I actually feel like I have enough expertise in to teach, and when the question or topic is over my head, I always refer everybody to someone else. So maybe you could too. On that note, thanks for listening, and please subscribe here on the YouTube channel for more fun videos. I go live 2 to 4 times a week usually. And of course, please join the Slack channel and have empathy for the like button. Let the YouTube algorithm know you enjoyed this, and see you in the next video.